Os. Hello and welcome to this video. This video we're going to cover the kata Sōchin. So black belt kata Sōchin. This is a full tutorial. We go into other explanations and other videos about the history and philosophy behind the kata. We're just going to go straight into the tutorial. This is our basic tutorial of Sōchin. Okay, here we go. 1. Now what happened there is Sensei transferred his weight to his left leg. His left leg took control of the whole technique, which is quite taxing on the left leg. Very difficult. One more time, Sensei, please. So halfway, please, Sensei. So if you notice, Sensei's weight is on the left leg. His arm is prepared high. The left arm is stayed. Now, this technique is sometimes classed as a smashing technique. Sounds horrible. It's a bone crunching smash. Other people use it as a strike, coming inside the groin. All sorts of applications, throws, there's all sorts of things. One of the horrible applications I saw was smashing down the forearm on top of a shin of someone kicking, which I'm not too keen on that application, but it's definitely very strong. Now, from here, Sensei's going to go slowly, 1. As he settles into Sōchin dachi, the arms, this one is normally used as a block or a grab for a throw, and this one is the strike, or again, another grab for a throw. And if you notice, Sensei's fist is just inside the front knee. Forearm is in front of the forehead, back of the hand facing behind, back of the hand facing up. A lot of people do gidan-barai, which is incorrect. Arms very slightly bent. Make sure the wrists are straight. One more time, Sensei. So if you watch Sensei settles into his stance, Fudo dachi. It's a slow, controlled move. 1. As Sensei finishes the stance, the arms also finish. With Fudo dachi, remember, back knee pushed out. Like kiba dachi, front leg is like zenkutsu dachi, weight is forward. And we have a more in-depth video on Sōchin dachi, and you can see the link in the description. 2. And one more time, Sensei. On this move, on the first move, the left leg takes control. On this second move, the right leg takes control, halfway. 1. Right hand open, left hand has dropped, shoulders are relaxed, Sensei's in close, back of the hand up on the fist. 2. Tatashuto, Fudo dachi, body is square. So what's really hard about this kata is using the hips. And it's really difficult now, because we're going to do double punch, and we're going to use the hips also. Don't just do 2 punches with no movement. You're trying to use your legs and hips. 1, 2. Okay, both punches are chudan. We're going to do that sequence now. First, 4 moves. Slow and smooth, controlled on the first. Slow and controlled on the second. And then explodes into a double punch. These movements are slow to start, but they're very strong. Zanshin, kime, focus, intent on the slow moves. Hajime. Okay, we're going to move on now. Next move, Manjigamai. Sensei's weight is over his left leg, forward in Fudodachi. The back knee pushed out. He's going to transfer the body weight to the right leg, back stance, as he pulls the front leg back and then goes to the left, Manjigamai. 1. Okay, so obviously we don't have to explain this position. You've done it lots of times in other kata. But one thing we do need to explain is Sensei keeps this foot here. He doesn't shuffle the foot on the next step. So we're going to go into Sōchin dachi. 1. And back one more time, Sensei. Now, watch the halfway position. Now, if some of you, if your ankles aren't flexible enough, please try and keep the foot still until you're at least halfway. Watch Sensei, doesn't move this foot. Halfway, Sensei. See, Sensei's got his foot now. Now, if your ankles aren't very flexible, this is the time you rotate the ankle. 2. So Sensei's back foot is out now, in the kiba position on the back foot. The body weight is forward over the front leg. Arm very forward, arm very slightly bent. 2. Tatashuto again, and once again on the double punch, we're going to use these hips. 1, 2. Now, watch Sensei here, long way. 1, long way round, and back one more time. So the way I used to remember this was the first one is short distance, the second one is long. So it's a long step with the front leg. Because when I first started to learn this kata, I kept moving the back leg across into Manjigamai. It's a long, second one is long. Halfway, Sensei, 1. So in the halfway position, the arms are prepared. It's almost like the Gidambarai position, very similar. Elbows are in close. Don't have your elbows out, shoulders up. Sensei's legs bent, everything's on the right leg. 2. Back leg pivots. Hips rotate quickly. So Sōchin dachi again. Remember, really important is to keep that front foot still. Now we're going to move on to the next part, which is drive the front knee forward. So as you step, drive that knee. 2. That's the first move, is that front knee as you go. If you don't move the front knee, it's going to look very jerky. There's also going to be 2 movements with the technique. 2, 3, 4. Again, double punch, using the body, using the hips, using the legs. Very important. Through this kata, keep the stance the same length and same height. Now, on this next move, remember what I said about the first Manjigamai is short, then the second one long? On the side snap kicks, the first one is long and the second one is short. Sensei's going to be kicking with his front leg. So let's go through the move first up to the elbow. 1. So Sensei's gone straight through to Mawashi Empi in Fudodachi, in Sōchin dachi. And one more time, Sensei. So we're going to break it down. Halfway position, 1. Sensei's come straight to this position, look, with the right hikite, left fist on top, the back of the hand facing forward, shoulders on line across the dojo. Foot, knee ready for Yokogeri Kiagi. Now remember, Uraken, Kiagi, Mawashi Empi. 1. Now this is really a good exercise to practice driving off the back leg and keeping Fudodachi. Lots of people go too far and they end up in front stance, like Hyan Yondan, Kankudai. So you've got to try and keep Fudodachi, keep that back knee out like Sensei has done here. Obviously we don't have to go into details with the arms, you know exactly what's going on there. So it's good Fudodachi. Now remember what I said, the first one was long, this one's short. So watch Sensei. 1.